If you've ever had unknown charges to your phone bill, it's because the sales rep put it there. I had a manager tell me that if you wanted to make ends meet, that you had to break certain rules.
And they use words and they twist specials and promotions to get you to sign up. And even if you don't want to sign up, sometimes you end up signed up anyway. Could all of these people be lying in some way? Of course they can. But what if they're not? Hey everyone, it's Lindy. I'm coming at you today with another warning to check your phone bills. I am telling you, the amount of sleazy, scammy things that are coming up from these companies that we use every single day, that we shop at, that provide our services, they just don't stop. What exactly are we talking about today? We are talking about cell phone service providers tacking items onto your bill that you don't know about until you bring it to their attention to remove it. Hood Hippie E went to TikTok. She is a former AT&T employee that decided to spill the tea on what all of those unknown charges are on your phone bill. And surprise, surprise, it's charges that are added to your bill so that your customer service rep can meet sales quotas. I'll let her tell you all of the details.
If you've ever had unknown charges to your phone bill, it's because the sales rep put it there. Hi, my name is Essence, and I used to work for AT&T.
Before we go any further, the way she started that TikTok, that face that she had told me that she's being truthful. I am not a body language expert, nor do I pretend to be, but that look on her face told me she's no longer an employee. She's fed up with all of the crap that she had to deal with when she worked there, and she's about ready to tell us the things that we need to know to protect ourselves and our bills.
Have any type of unknown charges to your account, it's not some system error. It's not some mistake. Someone intentionally put it on your account. What I physically saw myself in person, you go into the store, they get your information, they put it on the tablet, right? They sign into the system. You handle all your business. You leave the store, right? Your information is still logged in on that tablet. They will go in and add add-ons to your account to make their quota, their commission, because a billion-dollar company that adds their own fees to your account as well can't afford to pay their employees minimum wage.
You know what? This makes so much sense now. I'm not a AT&T user, but we do have T-Mobile and Verizon. And both times I noticed something, whether it was Verizon or it was T-Mobile, I always decline the insurance because it is so expensive. I'm talking about the insurance on your phone, so that if you drop your phone or your phone breaks or your phone becomes stolen, you can use that insurance to replace your phone. I always decline it because the insurance was always between $12 and $15 a month. I did not want to pay that. I'm always very careful with my phone. I always put cases on my phone, screen protectors on my phone. I always have them very close to me so I never lose them. And I've always kind of been the person who has a backup if I need it, so I do not want to pay for the insurance. So anytime I have been asked if I want to add the insurance, I always say no, yet somehow it always ended up on my bill, always. And I always had to call them to get them to take it off. And they were always telling me the same thing, like, oh, we must have accidentally put it on there. I'll bet accidentally put it on there.
And this is deeper than AT&T. In fact, all phone companies do this. I had a manager tell me that if you wanted to make ends meet, that you had to break certain rules. Not agreeing with it, not saying that it's fine, but they do it to make ends meet because AT&T does not pay enough. I left the sales industry, by the way.
Yeah, so that look on her face says it all. It really does. It says it all. She looks so incredibly fed up, and she looks like she wants to just kind of whistle blow on the entire thing. So beyond this, that was the end of her video. That's all that she had to say about this. She just kind of put out like a PSA or a warning to people like, hey, you need to check your phone bills. You need to do all that. The most alarming part of this TikTok is the amount of comments it has and what the comments say. So this Current TikTok, at the time I'm filming this, has 1.6 million views. That's a lot of views. And with those views, there's over 5,400 comments. I want to look at some of these comments with you guys because I want to continue to spread the word. I want to continue to shed some light on this because it's one of those things where if you're not paying attention, if you just, go sign up for a cell service, if you just go and you do all of this and you don't ever actually check your bill, you might be paying for more things than you realize because, just because you have a cell phone service that's supposed to be $99 a month for 4 lines and it comes out to be $130, you might just be thinking to yourself, oh, there's probably taxes and surcharges and all these other things. Well, yeah, there's taxes and surcharges, but they could also be nickel and diming you and you wouldn't even know it. What she had ended up saying was, after you have verified everything on your account, when you go open an account or when you switch over or when you change your cell phone service at all, after you leave, they can then go back into your account and add things in to meet their sales quotas so they can make sure that their paycheck is enough, not because they want to be scummy, but because management is pushing it on them and because they are paid so poorly, the only way that they can get a decent paycheck is to scam you with the blessing of their superiors. It's gross. So now I want to take you into the comment section and I want to read some of these comments because I feel like these would be really, really enlightening and give us a little bit more information than just this 60-second TikTok provided. So I opened up the comment and the very first comment says, "Bro, I worked for AT&T, T-Mobile, Verizon. The amount of fraud and pressure from the higher ups, it's insane." So if we look at some of the replies, Verizon would definitely try to get over consistently and add extra charges. Our bill went from $200 to $400. I was done with them. This person says, I left Verizon after 10 years. I'm with Spectrum now. Same service that costs way less, but there's a lot of option these days depending on your location. Me currently experiencing that with Verizon right now. Yes, I've been going through that too. I was paying $120 a month and now it's $240. I worked at T-Mobile. That's all I'm gonna say. And then if we look at the replies to this comment, no say more, we need to know. They add lines and sell you stuff you don't need to form bundles so that they can upgrade your plan. This commenter, Sierra, says, the free tablet scam, I felt so bad, former Verizon employee. The comment says, you really got to read and explain the fine print. It's a good deal. Got to know what you're getting into. Salespeople and customer need to do due diligence. People see commercials and don't look into it. This guy, Richard, says, please explain. I've always had the iPads, but if I'm going to T-Mobile, they're basically begging me to get a free tablet. And Sierra replied, basically the device is free, but you're required to pay for service on it for X amount of months. So they're basically locking you into a contract. They're saying the tablet is free, but you have to pay for it for a certain period of time, which probably means the tablet is not really free. You're actually paying for the tablet plus a little bit additional every month for service hooked up to it. This person says, I used to work for Verizon prepaid, and when I tell you prepaid is the way to go. That is a consistent comment that I was seeing in this comment thread also, is everybody is saying go prepaid, because when you go prepaid, there's not a bunch of nickel and dime charges that get added to your bill every month. See the person right underneath, this is why I'd choose prepaid. I can't be charged anything extra. I don't care what anyone thinks about it. My phone is not going on a contract. This person says, I worked for AT&T and they trained you to do exactly that. That's the only way you could meet sales quotas. Let's see some of the replies. Someone says, this, exactly the reason I put my keys on the manager's desk and walked out, never came back. I got yelled at so many times for not doing it. So could all of these people be lying in some way? Of course they can. But what if they're not? What are these people gaining from putting their replies in this comment thread? They're not gaining any sort of notoriety. They're not gaining any sort of internet fame. They are specifically just saying, yes, I worked for these companies. This is exactly how it is. They're just telling it like it is, and it is alarming. This person says, former AT&T employee, this is definitely the truth. The store goals basically forces you to make unethical moves. If you don't, you are shamed and forced out. Facts. I call T-Mobile every month and get adjustments because they always add fees on my account. This person says, I used to work for Verizon call center. I used to call the store the customer went to and tell them to fix the customer's accounts. This person says, I worked for AT&T too. This is so true. And if you're a person with morals, it's so much on your mental because you know it's wrong, but the pressures from it is wild. I left sales after that too. Oh, look at this person. This person says, T-Damn Mobile charged me for a Samsung watch. I paid for an entire year before I knew it. This guy says, I left AT&T after 5 years. Greatest career decision I have ever made. The stress they put you under to hit goals is insane. It's especially hard if you have morals. I don't mess with people's money. And everybody in here is just saying, I need to start checking my bill. I need to start checking my bill. This person says, yep, I worked at T-Mobile call center as a coach, and I've had to fire quite a few team members because of this. Sad part was T-Mobile call center pays well and has great bonuses. That's the truth. I used to work at AT&T and I used to get in trouble if I didn't do it. I stayed in trouble. I don't believe in getting over on people. I'm a child of God. I'm a T-Mobile manager. Have been for the last 4 years, have seen all the craziness around me, have had to fire employees, fix crazy bills from other stores. I kept myself honest and truthful. So that sounds like an employee that actually didn't do this just to meet sales quotas. T-Mobile does the same. All I gotta say is make sure you know what's on your account and not on your account before doing upgrades. Here's someone says Spectrum does it because how did my account go from $70 to $100 just for Wi-Fi? AT&T had over $630 a month on my account and my phone was 100% paid off. They said that my bill would be $130 a month and for some reason my bill was over $600. I left AT&T. And then reply say, same thing happened to me. This person says, that is so true. I used to work for Sprint. They used to try to get us to quote stuff in it for people. I never wanted to, so I quit. This person says that they have the AT&T prepaid and it's been the same $41 every single month, never doing a contract again. Maybe that's the way to go so you don't have to worry about this kind of thing. You know what I mean? This person says, I've worked AT&T as well, and let me tell you, the rabbit hole is deep. The stuff that happens behind the scenes is diabolical. This is 1000% facts. That's why I quit working for AT&T. Facts. I used to work for Verizon. They get commission for those add-ons and they will have you call customer service to remove it. And if the rep removes it, they get penalized. That's why you end up calling numerous times just to get one thing removed. $27 for insurance. See, that's why I don't pay for the insurance. $27 for insurance was on my bill this month, although I had it removed. Saw the post and called and said the $27 add-on was unauthorized and they instantly credited my account. Thank you. So this is me bringing this to your attention because I honestly didn't know that this was so prominent, and I am definitely thankful for this lady putting this information out on TikTok because I had personally dealt with my bill slowly growing and not understanding why until I called and found out that there was all of these charges that I didn't know was even on my account until, you know, I just saw 1 month the bill just went up out of nowhere. But it makes perfect sense. These people are pressured to have sales quotas and get so many add-ons and sell so many tablets and do all of these things. It makes perfect sense. These billion-dollar companies get greedy. They just want to do more and more and more. And they use words and they twist specials and promotions to get you to sign up. And even if you don't want to sign up, sometimes you end up signed up anyway. Have you personally encountered this? Let me know down in the comments below. Again, if you like and appreciate this kind of content, make sure to hit that thumbs up before you leave. I greatly appreciate it. Don't forget to subscribe if you have not already. Ring that notification bell, that way you're notified whenever I post my next video. Thank you again so much for watching. I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.